Greetings, everyone. Welcome. We have been drafting Premier all week long, so we thought we would take a best of 3 break today. We even have the 10,000 gold to enter on the house. This is a pretty critical part of the MTG arena economy that I feel bears mentioning, because I talk about EV all the time, and we break down the cost of events, and this is how many gems it costs, and this is how many you get out, and this is what you can expect on your return and everything. We talk about all these returns without acknowledging that while we're doing this, we're not always acknowledging, I try to, Wizards is paying us to play. So when you do an EV assessment of an event, you also have to keep in mind that you're getting 1,200-ish, about 1,200, 1,250 gold a day just for playing the game. And all of that helps offset all of these gem costs, because when you build up enough of that free gold to get into an event, it's effectively a free event. So whatever gems we come away with today are just what we're getting in salary from Wizards in gems to play the game. So don't forget that when you're worried about, this value doesn't feel good, or that, like, at least remember that when you're staring at the value proposition of an event on Arena, it is being offset merely by the act of you playing in that event. So keep that in mind. We have a profit meme redemption. Sure, I'll give you that mid-pitch. Yes, I always use gold when I have it over gems, because gems are the more flexible currency. They buy more things, and largely Wizards has made these similar in nature. But also, these draft queues are the only place that I, as a limited focus player, have to convert gold into gems anyway. So what else am I going to do with this gold if not enter limited events with it? So that's my mentality here. Before we jump in for the actual draft, though, I do want to thank my sponsor, Card Kingdom. They are on about a 2-week turnaround for shipping right now. I did some checking of my own on their website today, see where they're at. They are their staffing levels and general shipping delays right now in general are causing about a 2-week turnaround on orders and about a 72-hour turnaround on sell orders. But you can absolutely put in your orders at cardkingdom.com and put in your sell orders, and they will get them processed just a little slower than usual right now with the pandemic and stay-at-home orders and all that stuff. So thank you so much, Card Kingdom, for all your support. And I really appreciate them taking care of me through the pandemic as well. They didn't say like, we're not shipping, so we're gonna pause your contract. Nope, they're sticking by their word, and I appreciate that a lot. Oil Can says, would you recommend a player who is not as good as you to save their gold for the bot drafts to 4x more easily because the bot drafts cost less? Yeah, you can use the spreadsheet to predict where you're going to be at. Like, if human versus bots is not a factor for you, Oil Can, then you really just want to look at the spreadsheet, plug in your win percentages, and then see whether the bot queue or the best of 1 or best of 3 queue give you the most value. It's highly unlikely that any player who is not at a significantly above 50% win rate is going to be best served by the Premier queue. So if you're a average or below average drafter, you want to be looking at the value proposition generally of the upcoming bot draft queue and the best of 3 queue, which we're going to enter right now. And while we're waiting for our stuff to fire, I will reset my info here on the bottom of the screen. We're going to be 0-0. And traditional. Some say I never heard of ya. A rap burglar. Thank you for that sub. It's a little tight. Hey, look, it's our buddy the Moth. We're gonna take that for sure. Hey, it's even in white. Yeah, sorry, let me get out of your way, too. You can see what we got going on there. Got the Moth in the rare slot. What else do we like here? Great Horn is nice. Starix is excellent. Starix is going to be the second pick out of this pack, probably. We do have a Cycling 1 here that I'm noting. Want to keep that in mind. Maybe we'll be white something else. But we're definitely taking Mothra. This card is bonkers. Oh, sorry. Did I miss a meme? I thought I was. Oh, did I do the profit? I thought I did the profit meme. Was it the profit meme? Sorry, let me focus here. We've got both a cycling one and a powerful card. So if we ended up cycling, that would be fine. It's also just kind of the most powerful card here. Ram through, pretty good too. But yeah, boon goes in a lot in multiple decks. So let's take the boon. And this is what I mean about the fail case of going, you know, you could say we're going for cycling, but we're not yet really. But we can get into it if the rest of the table isn't, right? So good. Well, here you go. The packs are kind of forcing us away from the cycling deck. That's what I'm trying to look out for. So in this case, maybe we just want to Blade Banish to go with our powerful white mythic. There's Glimmerbell, but I'm hoping we wheel that. Do you want? Yeah, I think it's Bell or Banish, but I think Banish is getting the nod for me because we are way more white than we are blue. This has cycling one. If we don't end up playing blue cards, we'll still play the boon. But Blade Banish gets the boost from the Brood Moth. So yeah, it might wheel. And you don't need a ton of these. That's the thing. They do lose their luster, but it's that or the Bell. And I would rather cut the card with the real bomb we have. Another ram through is really standing up and demanding that I pay attention here. I'm also liking the Of One Mind, and of course we have support reasonably for our Broodmoth here. But if we're going to get ram throughs here, fourth pick, I think we just have to take it. The Glider's okay. But yeah, I'm looking at Ram Through and Of One Mind. Of One Mind is the other thing we could take Fenor, but I'm going to take what I think is the strongest card in the pack, which is the Ram Through. And then, oh, Vandal. Okay, yeah, no, I did not. Definitely didn't do Vandal. Let's do that.
To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle. Dance!
Dead weight is a reasonable. Oh, but another ram through. All right. I think we're taking the ram through and. Yeah, Sanctuary Lockdown is a consideration, but we're not really doing the human thing yet. And if we're gonna, I don't know, I've not done green-white before, really. What is green-white in this format? I guess we add black and make it Obzon? Is that... I'm gonna take the ram through, though. Oh yeah, green-white vigilance matters? Really? I mean, I think that just means green-white is good stuff, right? Vigilance matters in theory, but really what matters is, you know, mutating Trumpet Nars and taking multiple ram throughs. I can't believe we're passing a ram through, but I do want to get some action here. You want to just do ram through? Maybe I should pull this one. Ram or Nar. I think those are the choices. Coordinated Charge is interesting as well, but I would rather support the green with one of the green picks here. How many Rams can we realistically play? Probably 4. Well, I'm going with the Nar. Besides, we were just going to get another Ram through anyway. There's a healer suggesting maybe, you know, but this isn't really a sign. This is not on my list of excellent cyclers. It's just a 1-mana cycler. Mabinap wants the healer. I'm ramming. We're going to ramming speed. Checkpoint Officer, much better than a second Blade Banish. Is it better than a Vulpikeet in a green deck that's looking to do some mutating? These are pretty close given where we're at, but I think the Checkpoint Officer is a little bit better to me. Well, I wish I don't have time to pull this one. I'm just kind of looking. I'm going to go with my instinct and take the cheaper card. I like the Vulpikeet, but I like a 2-drop. Well, maybe if I knew this one was coming, I would have taken the Keet. I could also take the Skull Prophet on spec here. But I think I'll just take another Checkpoint Officer, and then we're kind of done with that. Yeah, Mole has Trample. It's true. But I still like Checkpoint Officer better. And we'll take a Hollow here, potentially giving us that Obzon look. This Glider came back. I like Wilt with the cycling, but we'll take a Glider here. Try and continue to play white. Sanctuary Lockdown makes it all the way back. Boy, I don't like either of these. I guess I like a Honey Mammoth more than a Boar if I don't end up with. See, now this makes me want to take a Tactics and try and splash that. What else have we got going on here, though? Of course, another Ram Through, in case you wanted another one of those. We can take a Splashable Mutate. Media thinks I'm sleeping on the Mammoth. I don't know, prove me. I haven't seen this do anything yet, but you could be right. I just don't see how you can argue for something like a Mammoth in a set that has 6 drops that cycle for 2. I just don't. Like, I don't know how you can prioritize a Honey Mammoth when there are 3 6s for 6 that cycle 1. You know, yes, it's a 6/6. I get it, but like filling this job of 6-drop just feels so easy in the format with cycling. I'm going to take the Tactics here, though. Flourishing Fox shows the type of card that would have gotten me into cycling, and we could still take it. We're going to end up with enough cycling that you can still do something. Here's this Vigilance Matters thing. I feel like we barely even need to take this. Like, it probably wheels, but I guess it's good enough to take here. Especially, well, there's Farfinder. I just want the Farfinder. This seems better if we're going to play this Tactics. If this comes back around, fine. Charge is good too. Which one? Yeah, I don't like this very much either. I don't like that I can't. I don't know. You draw this late and you're certainly not happy with it. This is what I want for my green removal, not this. Anyway, taking Farfinder here. Fire Prophecy is incroyable. But we could get another Farfinder. Shore Shark is interesting. Yeah, there's this dude. Sandworm is what makes me not want to ever play Honey Mammoths. But I think Shore Shark is so good, and we got a Trumpet Gnar and a Boon. We can try and find a blue. We have a Farfinder already. I'm gonna take Shore Shark and try to get more fixing. Splash that bad boy. Here's more fixing, but not Shore Shark fixing. We could also take the Cycling 1, trying to contain the cycling decks. Yeah, what's the rare? Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's good. Playable good. Yeah, our white's not amazing, but obviously the top end of it is quite amazing. And blue is seeming quite open. Makes me want to consider pivoting, like get rid of the tactics and not worry about the jungle hollow and get more banty about this. Like, this is interesting for that. Wolf Bear, also interesting. We've got all... Yeah, I think we take Wolf Bear here. I want the fixing, but this is too on point for what we're trying to do. We got humans, we got non-humans. And it's a good fighter. I like the Gust too, but with triple ram through, we need to get something to ram with. This could help with a double splash, but also we could just take Essence Scatter and move towards blue-green base, splashing white and seeing if we have enough for the Broodmoth. Like, yeah, we're really being pushed towards blue hard, so I'm trying to listen. I mean, black is effective. This is the only black card we have. If you want to take it out, we can. There's Vulpikeet is on board the weird kind of Bant mutate we've got going on here. Perfect for what we are up to. This is, if this were actual on color, but Bant isn't gonna, there are no Bant crystals because Bant's a wedge, right? Not a shard, or it's a shard, not a wedge. But the land is perfect. Impulse. All right, I don't think we're playing the Impulse, but I don't think we're playing the Dark Bargain or the Dart either, so we'll take it. Yeah, I would love to get a Wilt. That'd be nice. Not great Parameter Sergeant, but I like it better than the random Sabertooth here. Probably not playing this Sergeant. We got to figure out even what our core colors are. A little lost here. Saber can ram, that's true. It is cheaper. I just don't like... I'm hoping to not play those. We are pretty low on 2s, though. Maybe I need to suck it up. Face facts. Wilt is here, but so is a Day Squad, Marshall. Yeah, mutate target is a good point, too. All right, I'll reconsider kitties next time I see them, but... Still don't have any great regrets of not having the 3-1 kitty. Another Sergeant. I'm going to take Light of Hope because this is best of 3, and I've already put 1 Sergeant in the board. Yeah, humans are decent. We could pivot to humans too. We just have a lot of pivoting going on. We got to figure out exactly what we're up to. Now we got Loot Tree. Each non-land card in your starting deck has a different name. We got 3 ram throughs. I don't think we can really pivot to support Loot Tree in any effective way. Yeah, I think we want the Great Horn over the Recluse for... We really need fixing. Yeah, that is a good note. I like the Recluse as well, but I want fixing for what's looking like our 3-color deck here. Speaking of, this could help us bring a black card back in with Jungle Hollow and this, but we got a Heron or an Essence Symbiote. Probably just want the Essence Symbiote. Need our 2s. Yeah, I could run the rare in the deck, but it's like not even... I mean, as a double blue card? Yeah, I don't know about double blue in this situation. I do love a Symbiote here. I think we really need it. Another sanctuary lockdown for the human side. We could get the naturalist. Tactician always leaps out at me now. True, I'm not willing to consider a blue card. Like, I don't think we're there. Like, I think blue is still going to be our splash. We have this Essence Scatter, which is like the earliest blue thing we've picked up. I think we're going to be green, white, splash blue. So, what if I take the scatter? It could change that. We could take a second scatter. But yeah, I was on the naturalist plan. I want to do naturalist. Lot of fire prophecies going around. This did good work for us yesterday, but this is where we want ram through to be fight, but it's not. It's punch. If this were fight, it would be interesting here, just to get it bigger. We could take Survivor's Bond. Oh, yeah, we can take the Elemental as a mutate target, but I really don't like it, honestly. We can take Of One Mind and get some draw instead. I kind of like that. I'm going to take Of One Mind. We totally have the mix to make Of One Mind decent here. And Glimmer Bell, continuing to say, what are you? Are you blue heavy or white heavy? I don't know. Because we just take another Of One. Yeah. All right, since I'm going to continue to take blue cards that are better late. Yeah, do you love Bell when you're not heavy blue? I'm not sure where heavy blue is the thing. I'll take first Bell, but I don't like this. I think we're getting super greedy and could be punished with our color distribution here. Survivor's Bond is a decent... Well, it's hard to splash the green if you're trying to use Great Horn to help your splash. And Essence Symbiote, Humble Naturalist say no, green is not the splash. Red was pretty open. Yeah, I think so. Convolute, I don't want here. Yeah, I'm going to take Survivor's Bond. We could take another Marshall, but I think it's just Survivor's Bond is okay here. Boneyard Lurker is nice. Another ram through, but we're going to pass the ram through for the green mutate creature here. I think this card is too good. Here's that Sabertooth we could get in on if we think we are base white, which I think we probably are still base white blue or base white green with a splash of blue. Yeah, we can take Step, but I'm going to fill out my twos a little bit. Ooh, this is interesting. We take an Otter on the splash or the Lynx on the splash or just the Bonder on the green. Bonder or Otter? I think it's Bonder or Otter, not Lynx. I'll take the Bonder. I'm not doing any of this. Lockdown came back. So did Essence Scatter. Boy, I think we just take Essence Scatter and end up pretty banty, like, you know, pretty even. It's too good. Another Bonder, but I like, I think another Bond, but we have card draw now. I think I'll take a Flyer for the Flyer defense for the sideboard. Nice. Last pick Wilt. I'll take it. All right. Well, we got lots of cuts to make. So Anticipate can go. Let's look at our overall numbers. 21 creatures, 11 non. So we got to cut some of both. Could probably even, I know this was an early pick. Oh, we're definitely cutting fully grown. Lockdown's not going to get it done for us. Perimeter Sergeant, not good enough. Helvetica Glider is on the edge for me. We'll see if it can make it. Yeah, 2 scatter might be too many. I'm leaving it there because you could also make the argument we could just go like reduce it down to a checkpoint monitor. You know, we could make it base blue green splash white is what I'm saying. In fact, yeah, like with the anticipate and the convolute, you could bring those in to bolster the blue. But we have, you know, checkpoint officer, marshal, sergeant. We could do some human stuff. Yeah, what is Wild Bonder doing? Maybe I should. Yeah, now that if we cut this though, man, and then I just wish we'd taken the otter. What else has trample? We don't have much trample going on, right? All right, well, let's look at what a white splash looks like instead of... And it's weird, though, because I really want to play this Broodmoth, and hard to argue that that's a splash, but we do have enough fixing that maybe we can still get there. We're not playing the Hollow, although we probably are playing the Hollow because it might help us hardcast the Lurker. Yeah, innate trample would have made the ram better or whatever, but I like it. I would like it if it didn't have any of that trample nonsense. Oh yeah, I don't like the honey mammoth. I'd rather, you know, even this over the honey mammoth. But then we would cut this and this and this, basically. Start this in the board. I'm going to leave and come back just to reset sorting. So now how does this start looking to you? Luminous Broodmoth is castable through Great Horns, through Farfinders, Anticipates, and Naturalists. But we do need to run a decent chunk of planes. We can't just get away with like 1 planes. Definitely not running a swamp. Probably have to do 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 green for 6 white. We could probably go to 3 planes though. Maybe not. I don't think I want to go to 2 east, but maybe. I think definitely 3, maybe 2, and then I like another island. 6, 7. That's 7 blue. That's 6, 7, 8 green. 8, 7, 3 plus the fixing, the green fixing. The Hollow is for the possibility of hard casting the Lurker, which I think is just enough. Baron doesn't like it this way. I'm going to make a poll and then step away for a pregame bio break, and then you're going to tell me whether we go with a base blue or a base white. Obviously, we're going to be base green. We have to be base green, I think. With Naturalist, Symbiote, and these Ram Throughs we want to cast early and everything, and Great Horn to fix with. So green is a given. My question to you, chat, is... I don't feel like my polls haven't been working, but I'm going to try. I'll give you 60 seconds here because I'm going to be away. Green U, GU, or green white as the base. So... you tell me what you think. I'll be right back. Hey, all. Looks like green, blue, 1. So we'll start there. We might come back and maybe we'll try green, blue to start green, white, and we'll rebuild for green, white for a second match or something. What's our land count right now? Are we at 16? Well, we're at 17 land. So we need to make 1 spell cut here if we want to keep that going. We have some cycling 1. You could make an argument for... Now we don't have enough of it. Maybe... I think anticipate if we're heavy. Blue makes sense. Flip, what would you have abandoned it for? What did you see in pack 2 in black that had you switch? Maybe I missed a sign. We could cut, what's our count? 14. I want to cut a non-creature then. I was thinking of cutting the Giraffid, but I think we should cut like Convolute. There we go. Abrupt wants the Mammoth. We could also do... I like to Anticipate because we're being a little greedy with our mana. That's what I was thinking on keeping the Anticipate. It was close to the edge. You could do something... Since we didn't get one of the big cyclers, I could see running it. I mean, I'm not saying this is unplayable or anything. I was just saying I have a hard time prioritizing this in the face of a set that has a lot of cycling beasties. But it doesn't mean if we don't have them, so... Yeah, exactly. Impulse for land is what I was thinking, Rat. That's why I wanted to keep the Anticipate in. Oh, this Impulse. Yeah, we could do that too instead of the Anticipate, and then use this as a 16th land. But then what are we cutting? Are we actually going down to 2 planes? Yeah, exactly. I don't mind if you can get the Mammoths late. That's what I mean. Bonder doesn't do much for us except be a human we can't mutate on and have a tough mana cost. So yeah, that's why I didn't like it. We're not really trampling. GRS says, can't go to 2 planes with the Brood Moth. Probably okay. Like, generally you need 6 sources before you can think you're going to realistically splash a... well, if we get rid of the hollow, you're getting rid of a green source. This is not leaving the deck for anything but a forest. Mm-hmm. Margaret is stealing my car.
That's right.
You heard it here.
Lost is my key.
I believe you. I don't think you threw your key into the garbage.
I might have.
Can we see the percent ratios? I don't know what you mean. But anyway, so like if we had 2 planes, we have 1, 2, Naturalist 3. I don't think you can really count the Impulse. And Great Horn 4 and Farfinder 5. So like you kind of have 5 sources of white, but 6. I would rather have 6. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to this. And whatever. I'm gonna do this and move on. Yeah, you could go to 5 islands, I suppose, but I really want to scatter early. And, oh, sorry, what are we calling this? Brooding. We got a brood moth. I was like going for some kind of brooding teen joke, but who's our teen here? No, I'm at 17. This is 17 right here. Boom. Yeah, okay, Brooding Ram. And I've taken too long. I'm not even gonna... if anybody did any bling outs, sorry. I want to play. I'm taking too long. Haj wants an officer in. Let's see, we are here. What do you think of a poll here? Up against Obosh. All right. We can keep this on the strength of guaranteed Farfinder on 3, although Ram Through and Survivor's Bond not doing too much here. Ooh, with the Broodmoth, now maybe we're supposed to go fetch ourselves another Plains. Would love to find an island off the top so we could just go get a Plains for the Broodmoth. Hey! Sometimes your deck cooperates. Well, hopefully we'll mutate onto Farfinder at some point, although we can now just ram through on the Nightmare. Should we ram through the Nightmare or just get the Broodmoth going? I mean, it's kind of a funny getcha. I also am a little worried about them. Well, I guess they can't play for... What's the rule on this? Only cards with odds, so they don't have the even removal. That's good. Yeah. Pretty good. Makes it even better that we waited a turn here, though. All right, they had to 2-for-1 themselves for that, and we still get a ram through here, and we can use Survivor's Bond to get that back, and we could even mutate Heron onto the Farfinder, but we'll do that next turn. I'm gonna just go with ram through here. It's not very efficient on our mana, but I don't want to take another. We can't ram and Heron. We can only do one or the other, but we're gonna just ram it. Yeah, Obosh is pretty good. I didn't want to bond for just the Moth. Maybe I'm being greedy and I should have just gotten the Moth back. 2 mana to get the Moth back is fine. But I also like, yeah, marching forward with this kind of stuff here. In fact, with them stuck on mana, I'm happy to Shore Shark this Fertilid back right now. And then we get to Heron and re-Shore Shark next turn. Got a long way to go before they're dead, but I like our next couple of turns at least. Heroning next turn should be pretty strong. If they find land and go for Obosh, we set them back again. Doing it this way, there's 2 drops that we might want to cast. Definitely mutating here, though. What do we choose? What do we choose? Odd or even? It's tough to know. Funny, we are splashing white. These are all the 3 planes we have in the whole deck. We can't cast this right now. But we're still looking good here. Although I could have gone 3-4, although neither of them get through this anyway. We couldn't though, right? I mean, we put the Heron on top and then we have a 3-4. And that doesn't... I mean, we can swing in and bounce off. Oh, Death Touch. Yes, yes, yes. That's a good point. Any case, yeah, so now I wish we had a 3-4 Death Toucher for sure. And we knew this was coming, so that's just something I could have foreseen and did not. But I'm going to send our Pro Odd. Oh yeah, I could have bonded Mothra back. I'm going to go with our Garafalid here, and we'll get the Mothra back for next turn. And we want Vigilance or Reach. Against this deck, we probably just want the Vigilance. Right? A little weird, but I'm going to choose Vigilance. Yeah, the Venture just kind of says, what are you going to do about it? We got a 4-turn clock that nothing in your deck can target. Like, it's protection from your deck, 4-turn clock. So we just have to survive for 4 turns. Yeah, Kruzica, my sequencing last turn was pretty poor. Fortunately, we have enough of an advantage that it's not going to cost us this game, but there were a lot of better lines you could have executed last turn than what I did. And that includes, like, putting the flipping the Shore Shark. Big dude. Big dude. But Broodmoth says we get to attack with everything anyway. Pretty dumb. Now this, let's see. This doesn't, like, I guess we just trade here. This has flying, so it's not going to Broodmoth back. It's got 2 mutates on it. We might want to just hold the shark for further mutating. Yeah, it kills the reach blocker, so that would be good. They come back wide, but they don't come back. It's got a counter on it. When a creature you control without flying dies, this is only one creature. This has been mutated, but it is not 3 creatures. It is 1 creature, Pouncing Shore Shark. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it back. But we'll send these 2. I don't mind it. This one gets through, and making a flyer out of our Graphid is fine. Don't need to give it reach when it's flying. Might just cycle this thing. Yeah, since attack all is lethal, I'm going to cycle the boon. We can find a ram through with death touch, and then this thing is just way over. And I don't know what they're thinking attacking. How do you attack? Okay. It's... Oh, right, because it's 14 damage. Well, now I hope I don't die. Shh. 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 I had a soul read that they don't have, pump. See, I just had... You call it a punt, I call it a soul read. I don't know. Can I get a soul read counter? Yeah, you're right. They can't block any of these anyway. So I'm the one being silly, not Oppo. Well, true. It's a punt that I didn't think about the right things. It's a punt that I didn't think about the right things. Token blocks, so we can't just finish them. Makes me want to leave back. Venture. We have 7 mana. What can we cast here? We can't cast all of these. I like Wolf Bear and a Symbiote. Let's definitely do Wolf Bear. And Symbiote or Glimmerbell. Bell in case of Gnar. Yeah, good point on 1 blue. That's the difference. So Draco points out that Symbiote resurrects. Glimmerbell only uses one. Is our only blue. We only have 1 blue. So I went with the we only have 1 blue source factor. Do we have any kind of attacks here? If we... This doesn't deal... This can get through without killing us. Anything else gets through and kills us. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers. Oh, it's a flying token. Got it. Oh, interesting. So there's a resurrection here. Wow. I need to be rethinking this then. No, without flying. Yeah, it's without flying, Haj. Now I've lost my thread. Sorry. If there was an attack there, I should have taken... I didn't find it in time. I needed to... since I was out of time, I chose to be defensive. Even leaving the 3/3 back just says there's nothing they can attack with that we can't block and absorb. I mean, if they have trample, you can trample over protection, so we got to think about that. Oh, my computer restarted and I didn't notice. Or, oh yeah, update available, sorry. Let me update cardboard. Now I gotta think about this, though. So, I think we just keep sending the 3 now and leave everything else back. If we send in the Shore Shark, they kind of have a forced block, but not really. So I'm just going to send the 3/3 and leave everything else back. But we got to start trying to make this 3/3 lethal. The only thing they can put on it is the soldier token. I'll sandbag this land for a turn. East says you don't think I can. Like, send this in? Am I now dead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember, we can take 1 from the soldier, so we only need to block 6. How does this do it? Oh, Menace. Yeah, Menace does it. What are you punting me? I've been punted plenty for the mistakes I've made so far. I haven't made any punts here. You can't punt me from the stuff we've already punted. Yeah, but you can't punt me for that now. Gotta get on it at the time, Popcorn. Come on, we already punted that. So, are we just dead, 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 dead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we are. So, what do we want to change, if anything, about this stuff? I guess we bring in a Blade Banish, right? Lots of... Well, actually not a lot of targets, but enough to maybe bring it in. But maybe it's just low enough, just 3 power, enough 3 power that maybe that's not what we bring in. I'm not switching to green-white. I can't rebuild this deck in that time. Yeah, we could bring in a checkpoint soldier, checkpoint officer, convolute for known Obosh is interesting. I'm not going to bring this in till we see something, but yeah, we could, that could hurt us. What are we cutting for these, though? We could let go, like, the boon. Keat, I don't know. We are doing some mutate stuff. But, yeah, it's true. It does have a lot of reach. 35 seconds. Scatter. Maybe the convolute isn't needed. We do have 2 scatters, but this would give us 3 ways to deal with that. I'm just going to cut the convolute. I don't think we need it. We have 2 scatters. You want to ram through a keep here? I don't think so. Gotta have a better start than that. This is keepable if needing a little help. And you love Bell, but here I think I kind of have to give up on the Bell. I want the Essence Scatter for their Obosh. No, we're up against someone with a frickin' killer minion, you know, companion. We're not going to send back a Scatter that's an answer to their best card. And cut Farfinder? What have you done with my chat? How are you cutting Farfinder when we have 2 forests and 3 colors in the deck? Nonsense. Glimmerbell goes. Yeah, like, is it Friday? Is this a chat oppo? Kruzica. Sadly, right now, we're going to of one mind for 3 on our turn. I mean, normally I'm not sad about casting Divination anyway, but when you can sometimes get it for 1, that's pretty cool. I'm not going to mutate Boneyard Lurker for no value. When we have other things we can be doing. Well, this is not... now we get to... Alright, it's no sad times anymore. We get it all. Because that's how lucky I am. We get the... Oh, but maybe I need to...
Say I never heard of ya, a rap burglar.
Am I supposed to save Scatter here since they can go Obosh next turn? Yeah. They ramped. I would love to do this, but I think it's more important to save Scatter. So I'm going to do this. Thanks for that gift sub, Mama. They ramped. Oh yeah, sorry, because I'm in a weird place. There you go. I was like, why can't you see it? There's the crystal. I'm usually down here when I play, but I forgot that I was in deck building. Now... Still want to hold, I think. Like... Well, that's fine. If Oppo never wants to cast until we tap, we're just 1 land away from being able to hold it up. Trouble is, 1 mind uses our only island, so if we go for the 1 mind play to try and find land to have the scatter up, it's no guarantee that it's a an island. So we're going to continue to be patient here. Although we got to watch out. The other thing that we need to understand could happen here is our Venture getting discarded. So they showed that last time, the 1 mana cycler, 3 mana discard spell. It'd be really sad to get this lost. You're definitely sending the 2/2. We could even send the 1/1, and if they want to trade for it, we can lurk it back. It gives us a lurker target. So I'm going to send both. Make the offer anyway. And yeah, so now I'm on this spot of like, do we cast this or not? I'm still going to just end turn. I'm going to... the big fear I have is that we get our Venture stripped from the discard. Now they're making the offer. I offered it to them. Am I supposed to take it this way? It gives us something for the lurker. That's what I like about it. That's the only reason. Like, just to give us lurker fodder. We don't care about 1 damage. Mike says take it. Okay, I'll take it. And do we just scatter this? No. We just need land, and then we can do stuff and still hold our essence scatter. Of course, it's never going to happen, apparently. It's getting frustrating. Ah, tilting at the lack of a land. Well, we do that and we just straight up give them the Obosh. You think we have to? All right. They're at 13. I'm gonna move on this plan now. Oh, yeah. Thanks, deck. Yeah, Venture is amazing, no question, but we still have to figure out how to win.
Some say I never heard of ya. A rap
And
burglar.
to that end, we're going to start mutating. Lurker gets back permanence. Let's mutate with the Gnar to start. You like Gnar into Symbiote? I was thinking Farfinder. Don't we want to... Although we do this, then we can start ramming through, right? But this is... Yeah, we don't have the mana to do Lurker ram through. I think we have to set up a... Yeah, we can set it up. We just can't do it now. So I'm going to mutate now. We'll do it here. Yeah, I think I should have done it here. I don't know. I don't know why I put it there. I wish I'd put it on Farfinder. Why did I put it here? I'm letting chat get to me. Yeah, but I don't see everybody in chat. That's all right. So now we have Wolf Bear Scatter. I'm going to do that. Wolf, bear, scatter, ram through. Maybe I'm supposed to be attacking with Adventurer. Right now it's holding off everything, which feels important. Oh my goodness. Well. Apparently I'm useless without a cycling deck.
We're gonna have a problem.
Well,
Every day is a new mutation.
still we can do this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6. We can't get it back into play here. But we do have... Yeah, we can kill Obosh. That helps. We can make it a 4/4. Yeah. What about... I'm gonna try this. I think we're pretty in trouble. But we have some options here. I know, we have ram through, though. This doesn't really matter. So now... ram through can keep our venturer around. But to an extent, it doesn't matter. This isn't going to die. We could just also lurker back the venturer and replay it. Trouble is, this is Vivian plussing. So yeah, I'm gonna let it die. We gotta kill this dude. Oh, Wolf Bear's dying. Yeah, it wasn't the point anyway. That my mistake in saying that didn't change decision making there. And now we could lurk onto the Farfinder, but if we lurk here, we get extra blocking. So I'm going to lurk onto the Gnar for extra duders. Kind of need like another, like if we find another mutate on top. Ouch. Well, now we really need another mutate on top. Heron would be great, yeah.
I'd like you to meet my friend, Stompy.
They don't even have any reach. So yeah, if we can find a Heron off the top, we have a chance in this game. But it basically comes down to that. Or even Shore Shark could do some work. Broodmoth. What would Broodmoth do for us? It'd be okay. Yeah, but it's on the bottom of our deck, I think. Or no, we cut it. I think we cut it. I think I kind of just cut it. No blocks here, though, and we'll see. Not feeling good about our chances here, but I'm going to hope we find answers. Oh, yeah, this token has reach. Good call. So, Shore Shark still, though. Think we're pretty clear on Forest basically being good game. Like, we needed action now to deal with Vivian. We didn't find it. I think we're just dead. Think this is GG, folks. I'm not too bummed about this game. I think we played decently here. There was a couple of places, like I should have put this initial mutate sequence on the Farfinder, but it's not. I made some mistakes, but nothing that I think significantly tilted the outcome of dealing with Obosh and Vivian in the same game. But I am bummed that I didn't play better in game one. I think game one was a winnable game that we could be at least battling for the match in game 3. But now I'm kind of waiting to die. Does anybody, like, should I just scoop it up? Like, I don't even know what I'm waiting for now. I guess we have to try this. Am I missing something here? I mean, this just looks like trading a token for the 5/5. Yeah, Farfinder is still, like, to me, a better mutate target, but I guess we'll mutate there. Yeah, okay, that's what they were up to. I was wondering why they were doing that attack, since it seemed good for us. Well, now our ram-throughs do something. I'm going to put it on the Farfinder. All right, now let's scoop it up, for sure. Bummer! And no fouls to give at all in this format. We're already, at best, going to get 1,000 gems. And that's if we can somehow 2-0 from here. If we lose this match, we can just resign from the event. Maybe if we lose, I'll just play against... I'd rather play against chat with the deck than against randos. Keepable with the scatter up. I'll scatter that. Moth looking silly right now. A deliberate, quote, splash of white, but we felt we had the tools to get there in enough time to matter. Are you serious? Thanks, deck. Appreciate the complete lack of creatures. This is raw. But I'm just going to do what I can and cast me a spell. I guess I'll attack first. one towards our brood moth here. Looking to figure out how to deal with this nightmare. They're kind of moving all in on it. Let's see if we can punish them for that. I mean, it's a good card, but I think we have some chances here. Don't have anything to make 6 power that we can just ram with, but we can go Wolf Bear, Gnar, and then start mutating after that. All right, let's see if this is enough to slow Oppo's roll. It is, and we've luck into another planes for the brood. And with 8, we can actually Heron and brood. I guess we want to brood first, though, right? Just get this on board. We want to hold brood for what? Make him remove something else. Make him remove the Heron. Okay, we'll start with. Wait, let's undo this mana then. Symbiote first. I don't have a symbiote. We could put the Heron on the Vigilance, but if we put it on the Gnar, we get extra bodies, so I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to just Brood Moth. And you could even do this. We don't have any humans to attack with. It would turn it into a flyer, though. I'm going to go Broodmoth aggro. Don't send the 3/5. I guess we're at 9. I need to be thinking about that. But keep in mind, we have Broodmoth, so it comes back. But if they eat it, we get a flyer. So if they, I'm doing it. We still have the double. And now I'll trade. I'll try. Big boy. We'll go here. Well, actually, I should check for needing to bond. And we could Survivor's Bond just to get that back. What does that do for us? We spend, that's 7 mana total. We have 8, 9 total if we want. So we could do Survivor's Bond, replay this, have Ram through Essence Scatter up. I'm down with that. Yeah, we could save Bond for Moth, but, you know, if they had it, wouldn't they have already used it? We have to try and double this thing. But I'm not gonna block with the Moth, so I'm sending the Moth. And I don't think we have the luxury to save at 9 versus this. I get what you're saying, Draco, that we have the bond to get the Moth back, but I just want to get extra blockers now. Go away. We can't escape it. I'm going to continue to leave 3 back so that we can double even in the face of removal. You may be right, GRS. A lot of crazy stuff to think about in this game and this creature and the interactions and the possibilities. And I got 2 hourglasses again. That's nice. Well, my thought was we would be happy if they block or didn't block, but maybe I'm wrong about us being happy if they don't block. Flooding is not helping us either. Oppo's 5 lands to our 1,000,000 is really putting a pinch on the advantage we've created through our various efforts. And again, sticking with the Broodmoth. Ram through makes me feel a lot safer about our situation. We can do things like block with this 3/5 on the boar if they send it in, knowing that we can respond with a ram through. I would rather hold the ram through in our hand for... I mean, right now, if the board doesn't change, we win, right? So that's why I'm not pushing it. I mean, the board is changing. Kind of like more land, but at least there's something else going on with it. What? This. Only 4 lands left, so there's that. Still no reach over there. Are they just casting that? Or cycling that? I can't tell. If they're casting, they're just trying to get our Farfinder or create good attacks. Maybe they're just trying to create good attacks. Nothing has 4... They shrink board. We can still ram through on one of the boars, which is the essential thing. Well, further thinning of our deck. All right. So 6 mana. We probably just have to take the Nightmare this turn because we can't quite get 6 power on this in a way that is going to make us feel good about this. But we can put Wolf Bear on here. We can put the Giraffe here, and we can even put Heron. That would do 9, but then we have the Ram Through ready that we're going to surprise them with. So I like this with the Ram ready, and then we see what they want to do. Our crackback was lethal 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, maybe before the lifelink. So now we're going to do some nonsense. Really, we only have the Farfinder to get back, which is kind of funny. But here we can get a creature and a card and a Farfinder. We need to do that. Only a Farfinder, but we'll take the other stuff. All right. I liked it. Found one. Obosh, a little easier to defeat when it's not their 8th card hiding in exile or command zone. But yeah, basically we're looking at Jund Obosh. Big enough stuff for a Blade Banish. And we can cut. Finding the cuts is what's so tough here. Cut a Ram Through, but that seems wrong. Cutting our removal. Naturalist, maybe 1 Scatter. That seems good too, though. We love a Scatter. I don't know. What do you think? Feels like we should bring in the Banish. They're doing make stuff, big stuff. But maybe just there. There other big stuff. Yeah, they got these boars. There's going to be targets, right? Yeah, you mean cut Bond or Boon? Boon? I find hard to cut draw 4 in our main colors. Yeah, we can go with Keat again. All right. Oh, I didn't finish the install. I've been distracted by trying not to embarrass myself playing Magic on stream. Mixed results today. Mixed results. Should be up now, though, maybe? My coffee's gone. It's my current problem. It's just I'm installing an update, so we won't. Should be good once we get to view. Oppo going into the final seconds of sideboarding, it seems. I'm just like, isn't this past the seconds allotted for sideboarding? Yeah, it's starting to seem like server, not Oppo, but with a 2-minute wait for sideboarding. I mean, it's how long is sideboarding? Maybe it's 2.5 and I'm forgetting. But I mean, this is currently waiting, so this is the amount of time since we submitted. Oh yeah, you can't see it because your overlay. It's showing 227 right now. I guess I should restart because we're through the sideboarding time. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Whoa. Whoa. Can we call this another win? C616R asks, do you draft with your viewership community? I started drafting with my community. I'm the OG community drafter. Way back like 6 weeks ago. We, with the launch of mtgadraft.herokuapp.com, we started doing that. So anyway, but I should figure, I'm going to try another restart. Yeah, if this doesn't reset itself, and also we were up a game. If they take away my results, like, so did they give us a win? So they gave us a match win for that, right? All right. Well, we got a match win, so we didn't lose anything. Yeah, it looks like Oppo scooped the entire match or something, and then that messed up the system somehow. All right. Yeah, I'll play it. I was considering going and refilling my coffee, but I'm gonna keep going. Oh, we did say you want to try the white build? There were enough people interested in the white build. We can try a base white. I'm into it. If we do that, I'm cutting like Glimmerbell. Man, the thing with base white is it doesn't change much. I still want to run Shore Shark. Like we cut Boon maybe? But then I still want to run Heron, Shore Shark, Gnar, Of One Mind, and maybe one Essence Scatter? Or we can just give up on the scatters entirely? Yeah, Boon is definitely still runnable, which is just what's funny about it. I mean, it's got Cycling 1, right? So maybe all a more prominent white build looks like is... Yeah, now that I actually try to do the change, I don't see how pushing towards white does anything for us except swap early Essence Scatters with early Checkpoint Officers. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I like the white build at all, really. Or it just doesn't seem to improve on enough of anything. Anybody from the base green-white camp want to speak up? What would your changes be? I'm now of the mind that we just run it back. You like the checkpoints better? But... Oh yeah, if we switched to base white, we would change our white sources a lot. Yeah. Blah. Can you show me any basic land on top of my library? Because with Humble Naturalist, I would love to just keep it, but nah, we gotta be grown-ups. And weep. This is a rough keep as well. 4 lands. I'm gonna keep though. I think going to 5 too hard. Well, that'll help us recover from an early mulligan. Yeah, this is all Obosh all the time. Kind of weird. Can't bring myself to cycle this for 1 when we're a few lands away from getting huge value out of this. Would you cycle it east? I cycle it sometimes, but would you cycle it here? I mean, maybe this is enough pressure that we're supposed to be looking for something. But I'm just feeling like our win percent chance, to me, feels better if we actually get 4 cards off of this. But I'm open to chat. What do you think? Are we cycling this? Are we that desperate? But that's the other thing. If anytime we find a plains and cast this, we're going to beat the Obosh deck on odd, right? Well, we lost with this before. We can at least wait. Maybe we draw plains naturally. No, not likely. But see, we're now 5 to the 6 we need. So harsh to cycle here. How bad am I at this game? Greedy! I don't know if I'm bad, but I'm sure greedy. Worst draw in our deck is white cards. I'll take anything but white cards. Now, saying that, I'm guaranteed white cards, but... Funny. Still not doing that poorly here. I'm still going to be stubborn. We can use ram through on the token, and we can block a commando. We're not under a lot of pressure here. Yeah, if they go for Obosh, I would cycle. Because I wanted both ram throughs up in case. It also, like, 1 point doesn't really matter here relative to having the ram throughs available. All right, so now I'm gonna draw 2 so that we can eventually draw 4. That stinks. Now we're probably facing Obosh, and cycling won't help us with that. Yeah, let's try and hold up what seems like Essence Scatter. Maybe that will cause Oppo to not try Obosh. Gonna give it a nice pause here. Do we counter this? Oh, we can't counter the Shimmerer because Obosh. Oh, I know I'm not countering it. I'm just trying to pause a little bit for Oppo. Shut up, East. I'll tell you when I'm overacting. I understand the hard cast. They want to go wide. They don't care about getting cards out of our hand. Yeah, now sadly we're going to cycle simply because we have no time to cast Boon anyway. Even if we find land, we're never casting this, so... Now I will. Essence Scatter... You'd think it'd be okay. I guess we get Great Horn... And we get to scatter, but we're at 8. Like, how do we just not? How are we not just dead? Do we survive? I guess we're not dead, but I feel like we're pretty close to it, even with that play. I'm going to wait because I want them to commit to an attack before they know we have the ram through, and also we need to Essence Scatter Obosh if they try that. That's the thing, Mike. We don't, like, if they go for Obosh, we can't ram through. Obviously, we just have to. This Obosh represents too much damage to not counter. So that's what I felt like we couldn't win, but... So it goes... Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, even if we block the biggest thing, we lose. Hardcasting Greathorn doesn't do it either. Then they just hardcast Obosh and we lose. That's the thing, chicken. There was no way out there. Maybe if I had cycled that boon sooner. I own my greed on the boon. But at the times where I was choosing not to cycle it, it made sense to me, and we had plenty of outs to find action that would have stabilized that board. I know I made a greedy choice with the boon, but also keep in mind that we got on the unlucky side of the results after that choice. Bond for Impulse. We can try that. With removal, though, I like being able to get our best stuff back, but... yeah, Impulse could be interesting. But I think Popcorn, if we had found creatures to play, we would have. That's my point. It sure looked too greedy when we found nothing between our choice not to cycle and playing the boon, but we didn't. Right, then that's great. Like, now we can keep this. Another choice for me. But I'm going to start on Jungle Hollow. Then go looking for creatures, or possibly a plains. Don't need a plains yet, though. Oppo has mulliganed, so they only have 7 cards now. Ooh, Naturalist is a little better. We'll go with that. I'm just going to hard cast and try to beat down. Probably just hard casting Heron next turn as well. Yeah, I mean, I could get cute with mutating, but I just like curving out a turn ahead on our creatures. We got Ram through to help, and closing in on Boon. Obviously, Naturalist doesn't help with the Boon. We get to Impulse Ram next turn. Let's start with the Impulse. Ooh, interesting. I mean, we can get the Broodmate. We literally can't. We're two. No, oh, with Naturalist, we're only 1 source away. So I am going to take the Broodmate. Wouldn't you? We could take land and be sure that we get Boon, but we're going to get to Boon. I'm taking Broodmate. Or Broodmoth. More greed from me. Also, their land shyness makes them still 2 turns away from Obosh, which is great. They're now presenting enough to gang block the Lurker and kill it, but we have the Ram through ready for that. So I am just going to send the Lurker and the Heron right back in, depending on what we draw, or in what Oppo does here. Ah, they're going to go get another one. Okay. Well, we can still, if they put, we can still ram through the commando. Oh, it enters tapped. Okay, great. Doesn't even, I can read cards sometimes. Ooh. So if they're going to do that, what do we want to... I think I want to ram through in response, and want to get Brushwag or Commando. Draco's like, don't ram. Save it. Save your ram. Yeah, that's true. We don't need to respond. I can still ram through with the Heron if we want to. But here we are. Now there is a potential reason to ram so that we can move along with things on our turn. But I think we still hold it. I'm going to hold it. We'll probably find better stuff, and we can boon here instead. Yeah, we have 3 rams in the deck, but only 1 in our hand. For now, let's see what we find here. If Naturalist survives, we do have the boon for next Broodmoth for next turn. Now we got 2 rams. Gnar will be nice on a Heron. They could certainly get Obosh down if they find the land they need, but looks like they are missing. Oppo's got to be pretty tilted that they can't get to Obosh mana. But now, even if they do, I think we're in great shape. You want to go 4/4 Gnar? Don't even worry about old Broody. Well, that kind of supports that play, right? Losing those 2. I like Mike's line. I like waiting on the Moth till we're going to charge in when we have the attacks. Ooh, where do we want to put this? How about... I guess the Naturalist, right? Kind of want to put that on your turn your small thing into a useful body late. And then we just ram through and go nuts. Ooh, and a Shore Shark? Who needs a Brood Moth? Yeah, we go Shark on Gnar, but you want to go on the Nightmare? Yeah, we could do that. That'd be funny. Get multiple Death Touchers. You want to just go Moth, Shark for now? I'm going to put the Moth out, and then we have Shore Shark that we can do it as Flash. We have 2 Ram Throughs, a Shore Shark, and a Brood Moth, turning any of these that die into flyers. So... could have rammed before even sending into combat. Mike liked getting the Nightmare out of the way before. I kind of like just letting this happen here. Yeah, why do you want to bounce it? Let's just let this come back as a flyer, Mike. That's kind of why I didn't do all that. And then we'll have amazing... We should win next turn. And we got Shark and 2 Rams at instant, so I'm feeling fine. They probably have to go for Obosh, and then yeah, didn't even need to show them how dead they were. I didn't even get it, Kruzica, so creepy it's over my head. I'm gonna run it back. See if we can find an Essence Scatter for that turn 5 Obosh. Maybe they'll put us on the play. What? Boatloads of our mana, all 3 colors, but no plays until, like, 5 with this hand? Not a great opener. East wants to keep this. I think we can get run over way too easily with this East. Yeah, we'll keep this, ditch an island, and try to find action with the Impulse. Looking for creatures here. Are you kidding me? Well, good thing those got out of the way, I suppose, but ouch. I'm going to take the plains, and then we get perfect mana. And that's not bad against the Obosh deck either, I guess. I guess I'll stop complaining. We'll see, though. They have a discard. Let's see if they find that one discard spell here to get this out of our hand. All right. Flooding out here. Odd Bosch. That's quite a decision to give me a death touch protection from your deck creature, but I'll take it. Good time zone, Cardinator. I'm gonna race. We're trading 3 for 4 here, but we've got Heron coming next turn, so we're gonna keep getting wide. I'm just gonna hard cast Heron. They could Obosh here and get in for 8. That's significant. I don't deny that. But man, are they stuck on land again? That's really tough for Oppo. Okay, well, they're going to have it next turn. Oh, that's tough for Oppo. We got our scatter, so... going to hold back now, obviously, and just hold this scatter. Well, they got our bear. 1-for-1 trade, though. And we're going to get their Obosh. Unless they get really... I mean, they could cast something else for 5 in their hand. We have to decide what we're going to do in that spot. Looks like they are, or they would have cast that pre. Do we care? Are we just racing, then? Trouble is, Obosh comes down and makes this 8 anyway. I'm going to go ahead and counter. We got to do it. But come on, deck. Enough with the lands. All right, so now I got to, like, leave Heron back so that it can double block with Adventurer. Mike wants to bluff having a second one. Seems rough, Mike. I think we should play the Heron. Ah, this flood. Really frustrating. Mulligan, mulligan, flood, flood. Yeah, I was trying to find some way to not lose our Heron in the upcoming exchange, but there's no way. 2 flooded. All right, Venture doing a lot of work. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 of our lands seen. I'll try a full control, see if somehow they don't attack, but we're dead. What a ridiculous event this has been. I've been very lucky this format, so some bad luck coming my way is only a little bit of evening out. I'd like to observe that we have resolved Lava Brink Venturer twice against non-stop Obosh all day long and have lost with a Venturer out against Obosh. Companion deck is just ridiculous. All right, well, they don't even need to risk Obosh. Wow. That was brutal. First 0-2 ever in the format. This is the worst I've ever done in any event in this format. No, I didn't. I didn't, Hat. Oh, 1-2. I did get the middle round. Okay, well. So I have gone 1-2 before. I think I was 0-2.